Now, I'm going to show you all the maintenance activities to do with this particular train. They're all specified in this thing here, which is called a star chart. And in here it tells us what we do on an overnight exam, an S exam, and so this is an S exam, this job here, that will be done as part of an S exam. So it's a very simple job. It's to make sure that the windscreen washer bottle is full and it's ready for service. So that will be done on an S exam. It'll also be done as part of a B1 exam, so it's got a mark there to say that it's going to happen on actually on all the exams, a B1, B2, B and B4, so it's going to happen all the time. It's not part of an X exam because an X exam tends to be a little bit more involved. So in here we've got this is the job number, this is the issue of the issue status of that particular job, that's the title. And you can remember, if you remember the details of the sign-off form, you can see how we can inject these things into the sign-off form. So we're certainly going to send the job number, we're going to send the job title, this kind of thing, and the issue number so that we can automatically open that PDF because that's got an issue status. The other thing that we've actually done simply by opening up every single job and having a detailed read of them is in here we've got, this is the schedule material, and if I look into there, so this is showing that we've got one piece of schedule material, so it's this thing here and it's got a part number there, so that's going to take it out from the store, so it helps the storesman. This is the arising material, so there's one. There's a part number 2 and a part number, so there's two bits of arising materials there. And when we come to the tools section, there's no tools required and there's no measurements, but maybe if we just run down here, we'll find a job that requires some tools. Oh, there we go. Right, okay. So here we need an air pressure test, an air test gauge, and Y means yes, I want to take a calibration, so a serial number, so that I can check the calibration. Next job here is a steel rule, and we don't need to take a serial number of the steel rule because we don't calibrate steel rules. So that's how that works. And in fact, look here, this is telling us in paragraph 2 we're asked to measure a clearance, it's in millimetres, it's got to be less than 10, so any value less than 10 will be acceptable. So that's how the form automatically signs itself off. And this one here for the pressure test, it's saying that the air pressure has to be between 7 and 7, so in fact it's got to be 7. So if you put any other value other than 7 in there, then you'll get a fail. So that's how this is all the information that we inject into. So when we come to launch those exams from the exam launcher, we generate a script that puts all these details into those jobs, and it creates the job stack. So if I maybe just go back to the job stack, I'll leave that because I don't need to save anything on there. So if we go back to the launch page, and we'll just look at these jobs here, this is listing all the jobs, and the nice thing is with each one of these jobs, when we complete a job, its status changes from live to frozen. So if I want to look at frozen jobs, okay, now we've only just done one. This is the job that we've actually signed off. So basically, this big long list of work here of live, so live is a big long list of over 500, that's going to get shorter and shorter as you work through them. So as people select off their jobs and do them one by one, we'll see this job count coming down. So this is like a job stack really, and it will just run down. The other thing that is actually, it's not going to, I haven't got too much information because we've only signed off one job, but the sort of thing we can do here is, let's go back to frozen. We might want to chart out this as a Gantt chart. So in fact we can see here that this job started at well, just before 10 o'clock and it finished at 4 minutes past. We could even go to the live jobs and have a look, see what that looks like. So there's hundreds of live jobs, so this is going to be an enormous chart, so it's going to take a little time to draw. But we do actually have some information on some of these jobs here, but it's basically telling us what jobs are going to be done. So this is it's on set number 7. We've got that's the car number, and it's on its B2 exam. So there's some work to be done there. Obviously, when this work gets completed, we'll see when every job has started and finished. So that would be an interesting thing to look at. Other reports, just to show you quickly, that we can get to is we can go and have a look at what materials have been consumed. So we can look at the consumption of materials, and we can look at what tools and measurements have been made. So that's of interest possibly to some of the people who are looking at the analysis of all the maintenance activities.